The apple's heavy on your boy. What's going on?
That was good too. You should have rolled with that.
I can try to recreate it. Them apples heavy on your boy. What's going on? I'm Halfway. Welcome back to the channel. On today's episode of We Don't Know What We're Doing, but We're Trying. Jared's 97. I know we mentioned the truck a little bit in the videos, but I know this truck looks terrible, but it actually has a fully built Suncoast transmission, billet input, billet output, triple disc converter, whole shebang. There's actually a brand new dash on the truck. Me and Jared put brand new carpet in the truck. The seats have been reupholstered. It's getting a brand new headliner, and it goes off to paint. This truck's going to be more or less a restored 12 valve. It has a 215 pump, P pump, 12 valve of course, and right now I already started busting the injectors lines loose, and we're going to go ahead and put what, 6x13s?
Yeah, they're DAP 6x13.
6x13s. It's got 18 degrees of timing or 16?
18. 18
degrees of timing. The 7mm delivery valves. And what turbo were we hanging on it?
Well, let's see.
Yeah,
we'll show you. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is not the original engine of this truck. This truck originally had 377,000 miles on it. Believe it or not, no blow by or nothing. We pulled the head on it to get it O-ring, poured and polished, etc. Do some horsepower stuff. And cylinder 1 was scored. So we ended up just not going that route. I didn't want to go through boring it and all that. So I actually picked up a good, this is actually out of a 2-wheel drive dually, and it's a 215 pump. As you can see, it's still got the stock HX35 on it. Yeah, ain't got no shaft play or nothing. It was actually a low mileage truck.
I'm gonna need that for my 2-valve.
Yeah, we've already been talking about stuff for the go-kart.
Well, yeah, because the go-kart, Jared already got the hook up on a couple parts, and he's got a set of 5x13s.
5x12.
Oh, I'm sorry. 5x12s, 60-pound valve springs, 4K governor springs. And if I put all that in there, the HY probably isn't going to hold it. I'm going to scatter it, so I'm probably going to need this HX35. So we trying to whip a deal right now.
Yeah, he's trying to get some of my parts. He's pretty good at trying to scrounge my parts.
Of course.
Yeah. But like he said, we're going to put 6x13s in it, 7mm delivery valves. It's got a built Suncoast. He pretty much covered that. I did Dana 80 swap the truck, so it does have a Dana 80 in the rear with the True Track. It's a 354 gear truck, so all that's good. We're not rocking 410s. And yeah. Oh, and it's got a PSC, which I didn't mention, and I don't think you can see, but it actually has a PSC steering gearbox. And for those of you that know second gens, usually redhead's the way to go, but I've got a few comments on PSC. Here's the thing, guys. Redheads are rebuilt stock gearboxes, and PSCs are basically built off of 4th gen steering gearbox, so they're a heck of a lot bigger. And the internals and everything, it's just a better box. So I've actually had some people say, should have just bought a redhead, but that's actually quite inaccurate. PSC is a whole different design and a way better box.
Also, it's got a air dog on it.
Yeah.
I don't know what size, but
it's a AirDog 2 165 4G. So she's pretty good. And we have a 64.5 68.83 T4 SXE charger for it, and a stainless diesel T4 manifold to hang it on. So should be a good time. I have to keep this one out of it. He's passenger seat only.
Oh, no sir.
Passenger seat only.
I like the noise.
Yeah, he'd be trying to scatter my turbo.
Yeah, Jared keeps telling me that's bad, because every time I whip the old go-kart out, it let out. Every time. You need to quit doing that. You're going to blow the turbo. If I blow the turbo, that's fine. Jared's got an HX35 for me. Like,
yeah, I'll just steal some of your parts.
Yeah, every time it's perfect.
No.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to actually go ahead with the GoPro, set up a time lapse, and I'm going to go ahead and tear this sweet bird down and pull the injectors out. In case you're wondering how enthused my face is, go ahead and show them the GoPro.
So after 56 minutes of time lapse, this is what we ended up with. And there is a SD card in it. Let me operate. As you can see, 2 hours. Now 3%, that's because we've had 56 minutes and I think 57 seconds of time lapse.
Of pulling the injectors out so you guys can see how it's done. But guess what? I guess you guys get a time lapse of us installing the injectors because the GoPro decided to be a not so nice person. I'm trying to use choice words right now.
For monetization's sake.
Yeah, exactly. So injectors are out. I guess you can show them the engine bay.
Yeah, especially since we don't have an intro now and they don't know anything about the truck again.
Yep, every time. Oh, the intro is on the GoPro.
Actually, no, the intro's on iPhone. No. We still have an intro.
No,
okay. No, my bad.
Halfway, like I said.
Yeah.
Halfway.
So we have 4 minutes out of a little over an hour. It's something.
Post more often. This is what I deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
Post more often. It's so much fun. Show me what you're doing. This is why I drink. For the love of God. So, tomorrow we're going to go ahead and install the injectors. It's 11 o'clock tonight, and I get up for 6 a.m. for work, like most people in this world. So, injectors are out. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. For the love of God. Alright guys, so it's day 2 of this lovely project. As you've seen in the last little segment, I said the GoPro went ahead and deleted the time lapse and everything else. We tried to film on the GoPro again and it wouldn't do it, and it says there's something wrong with the SD card and it's too late at night for us to go anywhere to buy one because Walmart's closing at like 8 o'clock around us due to Corona, Kovo, whatever you want to call it. BS if you ask me. Excuse my language, but as you see, we got the 7mm delivery valves put in. 6 by
13.
6x13s put in, and I'm gonna go ahead, wrap up the rest, get the grid heater bolted back in, intake horn on, and she should be ready to party. And we're gonna do a little bit of a startup video. Should be all right. Been a while since I messed with the old 2-valver, but I think I still got the old tractor work down. And it is miserably hot, if you can't tell by the sweat pouring off me. Jared's just sitting there sweating, holding the camera.
Oh yeah, it's rough out here.
Yeah, it's absolutely
85% humidity, about 80 degrees. Terrible.
feels like 92. Oh, you done broke the Milwaukee?
Boy, I ain't even touched it. No, you're just not qualified to operate that piece of equipment.
Oh, not yet. We're working on it though.
Lord have mercy. At least it hit the floor.
Did it?
I think it did.
It's a 10mm, so it's gone.
Oh, it's gone. Yeah, it fell in the bumper. Wait, wait.
Well, I got another one already.
That is luck, my friend.
That's loose. Okay, right.
I see. She's sweet. She came right back.
Hang out up there with your friends. Stop. That's loose, like it's stripped out.
Sweet.
It'll run. Alright, let me get the old intake horn.
Got that chilling over here. She's squeaky clean inside too, just for the record. I've seen some dirty ones. She's actually,
pretty clean.
yeah. Surprisingly, she's sassy.
Sweetheart. Come here home. Alright. Where are the bolts for this and that intake?
Probably. Yes. Our handy parts holder. They come factory on these 12 valves, in case y'all didn't know.
Sir. Absolutely beautiful. Know what that's for? Playing a game of how many bolts we're going to have left to throw in the bolt gun.
Well, you keep dropping stuff.
Well, 12 out.
That's not how that works at all.
How many bolts 12 out need to run? Yes.
Yeah, there's some truth in that.
Sorry, I'm using my phone light. That phone probably picks everything up clear enough, right?
Yeah, for the most part. Probably coming out a little fuzzy, but it should be all right.
A Look great on camera. I think it's probably a fine piece of equipment on the camera. Alright, now where'd that other stubby bolt I grabbed? This. It goes right here to hold the injector lines in place. Absolutely beautiful. Guys, it's almost like I know what I'm doing. I mean, not quite, I'm still working on it, but almost. Little backyard builder. Yes, everything is torqued to spec.
Every time.
There's another bolt in the intake or in the air box for the dipstick.
Oh.
I believe.
Yes.
It's all wonkied up. That's the only truck you got left with a dipstick in it.
You ain't lying.
06 has a dipstick in it?
The 06 does, yeah. It's the wrong one, but it's got one. It's got a VP dipstick in it.
In case anybody's wondering, I don't have a dipstick either on my truck, my 360 truck. I made a whoopsie daisy, and I pulled the pan to change the oil pump in the truck. And I never pulled the dipstick out, and when I put the oil pan back on, the dipstick got wrapped up in the crank. But just yanked her out with a pair of channel locks, let her send her own way. Beautiful. Alright, that should be it. Oh, I need 11 millimeter for this. Is it 11 or was it a 10? I think it's 11. Oh. It's 11. You know where that might be?
Nope.
Neither do I.
Don't see it in our factory tool tray, so you leave it up on the cow?
Probably not.
Oh boy.
You know how I do, I just got shit.
Yeah, it just scatters it. This is what we're working with over here. I know it looks halfway organized. It's not.
Could be right.
I said I know it looks halfway organized. It's not.
No, it's thrown in there.
Awesome.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Nope, another 10. I think 10's coming out the yang yang.
yeah, I don't know how that happened.
3 different 10s up here. That's doing pretty good today. On there on the floor.
Not that I see.
In case you're wondering, guys, this is why we do time lapse, because half the time doing what we're doing, we're trying to track down the tools that we had yesterday.
Yeah, anybody that works on stuff know how that goes, because boy, I just had it 5 seconds ago. Yeah, well, it's gone now.
No. 3 10s.
You got 3 10s up there?
Yeah, I don't know why. Probably because I kept dropping them and grabbing them.
Probably. It's just impressive you had that many to begin with. Well, yeah, we'll see, I guess. Because all I could find was a 1/4 inch drive. Didn't see no 3/8. Maybe.
Look at this. Put it right back to what size
That's one.
Yep.
That's one where it belongs.
Alright, so that's it. Should go
Yeah, don't ask about all that.
What?
Just everything back there.
It's
Too
a
much.
party.
Yeah,
It's a party.
we have stuff.
Thanks. The seats for my truck. Very minty, 2nd gen seats. I mean, very, very nice. The cushions even still poofy in them. Paid a premium for them though. I think they were a good $200. That's the most money I've ever paid for a set of 2nd gen seats that were non-power. And for a 98 and up truck that are easy to find. It'd be like that sometimes, even though they say it don't. Where's the 3/4? Well, I got injector number 1 cracked, and this truck has an air dog, so hopefully I can just, without cracking all the injector lines, I'm hoping I only have to crack that one and she'll rack off. But to be completely honest, the batteries were dead when we started it, and it moved from the backyard to here, so if I was a betting man, the battery's gonna be stone cold dead again. So you want me to test, or you go ahead and test it and I'll hold the phone?
Yeah.
Let's see if old Sally do it. See if she'd do that thing.
Probably not.
Let me hop down off the truck. I don't know if you guys can see, but that's number uno right there. So it's probably gonna get Jared's phone covered in fuel, and I'm never gonna hear the end of it. Look, air dog's running. Dad? All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and turn the camera off because we're gonna have to push this out of the shop, go walk to the front, get my truck, which has a trailer hooked to it right now. So that would be consisting of unhooking the trailer, dumping it out back, unload it, and everything else. So we'll see you guys in 2 seconds, but it'll actually be 2 hours. All right, guys, so we did a, what would you like to call it, an executive decision?
Oh yeah.
We're gonna go ahead, and the truck was like nearly dead out of fuel. And when it's on, it sounds like the air dog's actually catching a little air. So we think that it probably ran out of fuel as soon as we pulled it in here and shut it off, because that's the way thing works for us. So we made the executive decision and said we're just gonna come over here tomorrow, grab 2 5-gallon cans of diesel. Sorry, I have a piece of metal stuck in my finger and try and not mess with it right now. We're gonna fill it full of diesel, at least enough to start it. And that way we can pop it off in the daylight, do the walk around the truck, show off the interior, and explain everything that's going on with it. So, catch you on day 3. Our 12-valve injector should not take 3 days. All right, guys, we have the truck being jumped off right now. Camera's gonna be a little jumpy. We got a little halfway out here. Yeah, Daddy needs to mow the grass. All right, go ahead, try it. What is your problem?
Get the bag connecting again.
Terminals are tight. I mean, they're dirty, but they're tight. To be fair, there's 2 batteries, so that should be something. Try that. All right, guys. We'll see you at take 2. The battery terminals are decently fixed for the second. All right. Hold up. Easton, watch your brother, please. All right. Ain't got no gas in it. Hey boy, what you doing? Getting somewhere. Oh, let me try to crank these lines down a little bit. I made sure these things were good and loose. We're gonna get motion sickness watching this video. Well, I'm using my bad hand too. In case you're wondering, guys, if you've seen in the prior videos, this is the hand that's filled with pins and everything else. So she's no bueno. Boy. It has not been 5 hours. You've been here for an hour and a half. You spent some time with your daddy.
It's been 5 hours.
Will you get that tool from your brother? I know you guys love losing my stuff, but I appreciate it if you didn't. All right. There it is, boys. She is finally alive. I'm gonna hand the camera off to Jared so that way he can do the walk around and explain the whole truck and everything that's going on with it. You can flip it my way so they see.
Yeah, there you go.
Thanks for the daddy. Walks the pole with her.
Oh yeah.
Oh, every time.
As you see, guys, she popped off without too much issue. Figured 12 valve line. So yeah. Idling pretty good. No lope or nothing. Yeah, we put 5 gallons in it, but you know, pretty sure it was bone dry, so fuel light's still on. Alright, well let me disconnect these battery terminals, or these cables, and we'll catch you guys here in a second, if you can hear me. Hey buddy, what you doing?
This is my front end in the white Dodge. Did we mention that the motor got put in this thing?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, this is done, runs and dries, so now it's down to fix the small things. If you guys are wondering why my diff looks like that, apparently when your axle seals go bad, you just go to the auto parts store and buy them out of grease. And you just, oh, please don't fall on me. Pack the diff full.
Oh yeah.
So, as you can imagine, pinion bearings are screwed. Carrier bearings are screwed. I'm hoping the 410 gears aren't chewed up because, to be honest, I bought a used front end with just a center chunk in there, a center section, that has a good carrier, which is actually a limited slip carrier, so she's going to be posi front and back. Good spider gears, and the bearings are low mile bearings, so it should be pretty jammed up. Because I'm going to put those bearings and that carrier with these gears back in this front end. I mean, it might not be perfect, but as long as it doesn't leak and the full drive works enough for me to get around and do what I need to do, then I'm plenty enough happy like that. These don't stay locked in on these 01 trucks at all times. We're actually going to buy a cable controlled actuator to get rid of that junk. Oh, 12 valve's done, by the way. Sorry. Yeah. We've been slacking. It's done. You'll see the racing stripes in the yard when we walk back there. We did a couple test hits in the grass. Go ahead and get this to come out of its hole, maybe.
And there's the thunder, right on schedule.
Every time. Guys, we've legitimately been trying to film, and then every day it rains. And it's kind of hard to show off a truck in the rain, or especially do anything when you are in a steel building. There it is. Oh my Lord.
Oh yeah, she's mint.
Drop a comment below to let me know of great ideas to get this out. That's grease, mud, and gear oil, and Lord knows what else. I don't know. Why must you do stuff like that? So, I guess I'm gonna take the gloves off and we'll walk back out there and check out the 12 valve because I'm tired of looking at this. I can promise you that. Yours look good though.
It's something.
Not like they can rush. Jesus. Oh, that sounds a little wonky. This stuff's baked in here. Like, I'm scooping it out and it feels crunchy at the bottom. Oh. I don't think there's enough purple power in the world for this. All right, let's go check out the other project. Oh, Nelly, no. Let's go check out the other project.
Yeah, catch y'all in a minute.
Is it on already?
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. She's officially done. I mean, kind of. I got the old milk crate. We took her down the road, make sure she goes through all the gears and everything else. This is the first time we've really ran it since the delivery valves and injectors have been in it. She sits very nice. It's got a fully built Suncoast triple disc converter. You'll tell when it hits lockup. It's here for a good time. Oh yeah, phone jiggles every time.
Do a little fourth gear roll in.
She runs good.
165.
Yeah. Interior looks good. I mean, to you guys it probably looks terrible, but everything that's been accomplished so far, it looks great in my opinion, with a fresh dash, fresh carpet. We haven't put the passenger seat in it yet because Jared, you're going to do a 4th gen console, right?
Yeah.
He's going to do a 4th gen console. It is going to get a new headliner, other cool stuff. I don't know. Going to paint, the list never ends with his Dodge Habit. As you guys seen, last night we tore my truck apart. In case anybody's wondering, it's still torn apart. So next video is more than likely going to be us tearing apart, or I'm sorry, putting my truck back together. Oh, okay, well he's fixing to get it. I'm gonna try not to fall off my milk crate.
Well, it doesn't light up, so I don't know if I took OD off or not.
Injectors in it. It was running terribly before because the timing was set at 18 degrees and it legit had either bad injectors, we're not completely sure, but it was crazy hazy at an idle. So he's going to do a little bit of a backyard rip. Had to remove my seat so she wasn't bouncing around in there. So that way you guys can kind of see the truck moving itself. It was originally a long bed truck, and Jared had the frame cut down and everything else to make her a short bed. After she gets back from paint, she'll be pretty sweet. Yeet. Huh. He's so happy over that truck. It's the roughest one looking in the fleet so far. Oh, yes, sir. She's a sweetheart. It also has got a, he has 354 gears in it. It's got a true track in the rear, so she posy. Alright guys, I'm halfway. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. This isn't it for the truck. This is going to be it for right now because we're going to save a little bit more chickens to finish the rest. But go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. So, thank you Diesel Auto Power for the lovely parts that are in Old Girl also.